Hi, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing this week's Top 5 Wednesday, which is the last Top 5 Wednesday of 2017. This year has just gone so fast and I don't like it at all. And this week's topic is your 2018 wish list. So for this, I've basically put on my top 5 books that I'm looking forward to and that I really need to pre-order, because in January I'm going to be pre-ordering all the books that I want in 2018. So the first one might be a bit obvious, and that's A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J Maas, and that is the novella from A Court of Thorns and Roses series. This basically bridges the gap in between The Court of Thorns and Roses and the new novels that are coming after, because I believe the new novels, they're not going to include any characters from the previous series, so you won't have the Inner Circle, Rhys or Fairy or Tamlin. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work, but it sounds interesting. But the novella is basically from Rhys and Fairy's point of view, and it's at winter solstice where they're trying to put everything back to how it was before, just fix everything from the battle in the Court of Wings and Ruin. And I just can't wait. I want to see my favourite characters one last time, and I'm just hoping it will be a bit more about what the next few novels will be about, because I don't think we really know much about those. The second one is The Witch Doesn't Burn in This One by Amanda Lovelace. So this is by the author of The Princess Saves Herself in This One. Sorry about that, my voice was going. So The Princess Saves Herself in This One was probably one of the most important reads I had last year. It's basically a series of poems, and I'm not one for poetry, but I read it because it was really hyped, and I did really like it. It made me see myself in a different way. It made me think about stuff that I don't normally think about. So I'm hoping The Witch Doesn't Burn in this one it's going to be like that. And also I am a really big fan of witches. I did my dissertation on the witches. So yeah, I do love witches, and hopefully this will be as good as The Princess Saves Herself in This One. Then we have Legendary by Stephanie Garber, and this is the sequel to Caraval. So Caraval was one of my favourite reads from last year. I loved it. Basically set around a game set on an island, a bit of a circus, and I think it was Scarlett and Tris. I can't remember the names of the sisters. One was definitely Scarlett, the main character. I think her sister was Tris, but I can't remember. But Tris basically got kidnapped, and basically the winner was whoever found where Tris was, and they won a wish. Legendary basically follows on from that, so it turns out Tris set this all up because it was Scarlett's dream to go to Caraval. So now I think Legendary basically about Legend, the Caraval master, trying to get Tris what she owes him. That's what I think, but I'm not too sure, but that needs to be pre-ordered. Then we've got Rage by Cora Carmack, and that is the sequel to Raw. So Raw was a book that I got from Fairy Loot. I read it and I loved it because it's got such an interesting concept. Basically it features around Aurora, I think that was her name, I can't remember. But she's kind of like the heir to a kingdom where every heir has a power to control the storm, because it's set in a country where there's lots of storms. But Aurora doesn't have any powers, but she goes off with some hunters to try and catch a heart of the storm so that she can try and control them and get her kingdom. But then it finds out someone takes over her kingdom. She's kind of got some sort of power in her, and it all finished on a cliffhanger, and I just want to know what happens. The only problem with this is that I do need the USA hardback, because obviously I got my Fairy Loot and you always get hardbacks, and in Britain I can't even find the paperback version of Raw in Britain. So I'm going to somehow have to find the hardback edition to pre-order. And the last one is When the Curtain Falls by Carrie Hope Fletcher. So I'm a huge fan of Carrie Hope Fletcher. I've got her 2 books that I've mentioned quite a few times on this channel, and When the Curtain Falls will be her 3rd book. And I don't know much about it. All I know is that it's set in a theatre between 2 different timelines that affect each other. But it's Carrie Hope Fletcher. I love her so much. It's just an automatic pre-order, a bit like Giovanna Fletcher and Tom Fletcher. Those 3 authors are the only authors where I can automatically pre-order something without knowing what it's about. So yeah, those are my books on my 2018 wish list. There may be more in the future, but those are just what I want at the moment. What books are you looking forward to in 2018? If you just want to comment down below, because you might have some interesting things that I might end up getting myself. So as usual, you can like this video or subscribe to this channel. There's my social media links below, and I will see you next year for a new Top 5 Wednesday. Bye!